2NURFM.com, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
I'm pleased to welcome along the director of the Wollotuka Institute at the University of Newcastle, Professor Peter Radoll, with us. Good morning, Peter. Welcome along.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Great to have you here because the wider community gets to find out a little bit more about you tonight as a presentation of the new Professors Talk at the University of Newcastle.
Yeah, they do, actually. And I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, but then I'll talk a little bit about the research as well. Wonderful opportunity, the university, and what a great initiative, really.
Before we find out about what you'll be talking about tonight, give us a little background to yourself and your interests and studies.
Okay, well, I went to university as a mature age student through an enabling program in Canberra. And I was a motor mechanic before that for 11 years, and then progressed through the public service a little bit for about 7 years in the public service, and then went back to university, and I stayed there forever. And my primary studies is around the use of information and communication technologies in Aboriginal communities. So I've done that for a very long time for some consultancy work with the government, and I've just focused on that now in my research as well. Will
that be your area of concentration here at the Wollotuka Institute?
I play a significant leadership role here as well. I'm one of the directors of the Wollotuka Institute, and I'm responsible for academic and research, but also the Dean of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Education and Research across the university. So it'll be one of my focus for sure. I mean, I want to bring some of that science and technology into the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander space here at the university, but also I've got a significant leadership role in ensuring that we continue on with our very good and world-leading research and teaching that we currently do here at the Wollotuka Institute as well.
You've been here for a brief period of time at the University of Newcastle. In that brief period of time, are you finding that more of the Indigenous are coming and studying and furthering their education?
Yeah, we see it's a national trend. We've had a significant increase in students over a sustained period of time. And look, the University of Newcastle is very fortunate to have one of the highest numbers of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander student cohorts in Australia. And as a result of that, you can see we also have a large number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander staff as well at the university. The university's made a huge commitment to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander space, which is just amazing. Because education, once we get education right, and provide the education, the opportunities, you get a whole heap of other things that are actually addressed. So, socioeconomic status, job, employment, income, health outcomes. Once you get that sort of, the foundation right, you can actually move on. And the Wollotuka Institute deals with a lot of the programs, like school to university program that one of the directors, Leanne Holt, has put together with her team, Maddie Davey. And we see approximately close to 600 or 700 students a year, and we go into schools and do that sort of stuff as well. And it's really aspirational building its skills and development to say, look, university is one option. It's not the only option, but university is one option. And to be quite frank, as someone who's got a trade certificate and someone who's got multiple degrees, the only difference is that the income is different. I mean, everything else is the same. You don't change as a person.
Yeah. Now, Peter, with the new Professors Talk tonight, this is a wonderful initiative. Once a month, we get to meet someone from the University of Newcastle, find out a little bit about them. Now, you mentioned your topic. Can you expand on that a bit for us, what you'll be talking about tonight?
Yeah, tonight I'm going to talk primarily about the Indigenous digital divide, what I call the Indigenous digital divide. So that's looking at the difference between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australia and who engages with the internet and who doesn't. And I'm also going to touch on the access to the internet is actually quite ready, if you like. But there's a lot of Aboriginal people who still don't have access to the internet. And so I look at the human factors, I suppose, about what prevents us. Even though there might be an optical fibre line or a broadband connection that run past our house, why is it that we don't have the internet connected? And that's really interesting for me. I'm also going to talk a little bit about tonight on the what I call world-class Indigenous ICT innovation. So we're going to look at how some of the really incredible things that have been born out of Indigenous knowledge in the digital space.
Okay, so we'll look forward to that. What time will that be tonight, and where is that at?
It's at the Newcastle Museum tonight, 6:15 for a 6:30 start, and I hope you can come along and have a listen.
Welcome to the wider community. Anybody can come along, as with all the new Professors Talk, so we're hoping we get a good crowd for you there tonight.
Thank you very much.
We've made a new friend with you. We hope you'll come over and talk to us about what you're working on in the near future.
Oh, it'd be a pleasure too. I really appreciate that.
Look forward to it. Joining us from the Wollotuka Institute is Professor Peter Radoll here at 2NURFM 103.7.